It is 8 p.m. You are exhausted, but you haven't really done anything today. Your thumb keeps swiping up on the screen. You have access to every movie ever made, every song ever recorded, and infinite knowledge right in your pocket. Yet looking at that screen, you feel a heavy, sinking sensation in your chest. You are not just bored, you are numb, and there is a dangerous reason why. We tend to treat boredom as a lack of input. We think, I am bored, therefore I need to find something to watch. But if you look closely at your life, you are actually drowning in input. Neuroscience tells us that cheap dopamine, the kind you get from social media, sugar, and video games, spikes your reward centers fast, but crashes just as quickly. When you live in a constant state of these spikes, your baseline for satisfaction rises. Normal life, like reading a book, walking, or talking to a friend, starts to feel painfully slow. It is not that these things are boring, it is that you have become chemically unable to tolerate the quiet. You are not bored because you have nothing to do, you are bored because you are overstimulated. The 19th century philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer was perhaps the pessimist king of philosophy, but he understood this trap perfectly. He described life as a pendulum that swings between 2 points, pain and boredom. When we want something, a job, a partner, a car, we feel the pain of lacking it. We strive, we struggle, but the moment we get it, the satisfaction creates a vacuum. We achieve the goal, the struggle ends, and we are left with ourselves. Schopenhauer argued that boredom is actually the sensation of the will to live, having nothing to grab onto. It is the terrifying realization that without a distraction, you are forced to confront your own existence. So, how do we stop the pendulum? Most of us try to escape boredom by consuming more content. We scroll faster. But this is like drinking salt water to quench your thirst. The solution is counterintuitive. You must submit to the boredom. The philosopher Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." Next time the feeling hits, do not pick up the phone. Stare at the wall. Let the itch of boredom burn, because on the other side of that itch is creativity. Your brain, starved of cheap dopamine, will eventually get desperate enough to create its own entertainment. It will force you to pick up the pen, the paintbrush, or the running shoes. You have to be bored enough to build a life that is actually interesting. The boredom you feel isn't a cage. It is a doorway. It is your mind begging for a challenge, not a distraction. So let yourself be bored. It is the only way to wake up